NBA fans, welcome back to my channel. Jordan versus LeBron. Now, oh boy, how can I explain this? This is my top 7 GOATs of all time. And I don't want to hear nobody crying. I don't want to hear no tears. This is the GOAT pyramid of the greatest players of all time. So let me explain what's really going on right here before people start peeing their pants. Have you ever watched ESPN or Fox News or these type of people on Undisputed or First Take, and they just say Jordan's number one, uh, LeBron's number two, Magic's number three, and they really don't even give you the real rundown why these guys are number one, number two, number three. All they say is Jordan has 6 championships, 6 Finals MVPs, and blah. And then they say LeBron has 4 Finals MVPs, 4 MVPs, and 4 championships. Look, bro, we can't do it like that. We got to be real. And I'm gonna tell you right now, up front, before the Kobe guys start getting mad, this is all I can explain to you. Okay, the criteria is MVPs, Finals MVPs, championships, and statistical titles. Okay. Now, do I think Kobe was robbed? Oh yes. I think he should have at least 3 MVPs in the LeBron era. But the guy got robbed. Okay. So that's just what it is. We can't take that back. All we can go by is what's now. Do I think Kobe is a better basketball player than some of these guys? Like on court? Probably, yes. But I can't do nothing about that. What I can do something about is look at the statistical titles, the MVPs, the Finals MVPs, and the championships. That's all we can look at. And this is what we got here. I mean, whether you like it or not. And I could tell you something about Kobe. I didn't really care for Kobe at first. Um, when they was like passing the torch on to Kobe, because we all knew he was trying to be like Michael Jordan. So some of us didn't really like that. Um, but he ultimately proved himself. But what I can say about Kobe, if he would have just took his own route, because he did get drafted by, oh man, I forgot who, like the Sonics or Trail. He got drafted by somebody, and he refused to go. So they sent his butt to LA. So if he wanted to have more accolades and stuff like that, statistical accolades, and be his own man from the jump, maybe like Kevin Garnett, maybe like Moses, well, he should have went to his own team. I'm trying to tell you, um, and he probably would have started faster than what he started on the Lakers. So, you know, so let's get into this. We can talk about Kobe a little bit later, but we got to look at what's in front of us. Okay, in statistical titles, MVPs, Finals MVPs, and championships is going to tell who was the greatest in that order. Okay, so when we look at Hakeem, he's got 2 championships. He's all the way down here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. He's at 7. 2-time champion, 2 times Finals MVP, 1 MVP, 3 rebound titles, 3 block titles, 2 block titles, and 2 defensive players of the year. Now, for me alone, it's hard for me to rank him behind LeBron as a player, as a basketball player. When I look at the statistical titles, to me, he's better than LeBron as a player. Okay, he's better than LeBron. Okay, but it is what it is. He comes in 7 when we look at this, and this is, a lot of people ain't gonna like where LeBron is ranked, and hey, I can't help it. He didn't get his statistical titles up, so I mean, been playing for 20 years. LeBron is 6th, 4 championships, 4 Finals MVPs, 4 MVPs, 1 scoring title, 1 assist title. So he's 6 to me. And the way you count these up, you just get all of them and you count them up. And whoever totals the most um, whoever totals the most, that's who's the greatest. You put the championships, the finals MVPs, the MVPs, and the statistical titles together, and that's who determines. That's how we determine the GOAT. You add all those up for that player's career. So let's go ahead and get into this. We're gonna go to Kareem, and he is number 5 in my eyes. Number 5. You have Kareem. I mean, Magic. My fault, Magic. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Magic, 5-time champion, 3 times final MVP, 3 MVPs, 4 assist titles, and 2 steals titles. And I made a video kind of like this. I think the video before or the video before that, and I kind of had all these guys on here, but Hakeem wasn't on here. But it was about who had the better careers, and it wasn't in no specific order because I remember Bill Russell was at the top of this list, but it wasn't my GOAT order. We were saying, did LeBron have a better career than these guys based on the statistical titles, the MVPs, and the finals MVPs, and the championships? And to me, LeBron didn't have a better season than better career than Wilt, Kareem, Russell, and Magic. That's why he's under these guys. So even with that, when you add up what Bill Russell had, 11 championships, 5 MVPs, and 4 rebound titles, when you just count those little amounts up right there, those awards, it's still more than what Magic had, more than what LeBron had, more than what Hakeem had. So Russell, this guy is number 4. He's number 4. Let's get into it right here. So you got Kareem at number 3, 6 championships, 6 MVPs, 6 finals MVPs, 2 scoring titles, 2 rebound titles, and 1 block title. Now, I'm gonna tell you what, we can play the game if you want to play the game. I know a lot of these guys would be ranked higher if they had defensive player at the time. They had block titles and stuff like that. They would be higher, but I can't do nothing about that right now. I mean, that's just the era you played in. I mean, if Jordan played in LeBron's era, he'd probably have like 10 championships and 8 scoring titles. That's just the way it goes, man. I mean, you can go back to a lot of these guys' era, and you can say it was a little bit easier to rebound than other eras. When you look at guys, they're getting like 22 rebounds a game. I'm like, what was the forward and the power forward doing? I mean, when a center is getting 22 rebounds a game, that's nuts. Because once you get into the 70s, that really doesn't happen anymore, where guys are grabbing 22 rebounds a game, because now the power forward and the forward is getting the rebounds as well as the center. So, you know, you got different things in different eras. We can't cry about it now. You know, to me, let's go to Wilt. To me, Wilt is the second greatest of all time. Now, I made a video before. I think Wilt is the greatest basketball player of all time, but he didn't have the greatest career of all time. That's a big difference. When we look at what Wilt was doing, scoring, rebounding, assisting the ball, and he was blocking all his blocks. I mean, who is better than Wilt? What? So you're gonna give Bill Russell his due for what he did, but you're not gonna give Wilt his due for what he did. It's crazy. So to me, Wilt is the greatest basketball player of all time, but he didn't have the greatest career of all time. When we look at finals, playoffs, and you could say some of the second half of his career was kind of iffy, but so Wilt, 2 championships, 1 finals MVP, 4 MVPs, 7 scoring titles, 11 rebound titles, and 1 assist title. Okay, add those numbers up, and you tell me if LeBron is better than Wilt. Add those numbers up because what you guys try to do all the time. Oh, Michael Jordan championships don't count because this is a team sport. Okay, let's throw the championships out. See what we got. You think LeBron with the statistical accolades is better than Wilt? You must be out of your mind, bro. And to me, how are you getting all these statistics? How are you getting all these MVPs? And I don't even think he led the league in any statistical category the years he was winning MVP. That's incredible, right? Because he had the assist title in 2008, and then 2020, and then he had the scoring title in 2008. So you don't lead the league in no statistical, no stats, no statistics, not scoring, not rebounds, not assists, not steals, none of that. What? And then on top of that, you winning MVPs with in Miami with 3 Hall of Fame teammates. Like, bro, that's why it was hard for me to put LeBron in here, but and leave Kobe out. But like I said, I can't do nothing about it because to me, based on championships, MVPs, Finals MVPs, and statistical titles, that's how I'm gonna rank these guys. Okay, now if we find out later that LeBron was maybe doing PEDs or something like that, maybe they might want to strip him away from the MVPs. But it's just what it is right now. Um, so when we go to the top, Jordan is number one, undisputed. When we look at championships, Finals MVPs, and statistical titles, I mean, this dude was dominant in the regular season, the playoffs, and the finals. None of these guys can say they did that. None of them. None of them. Okay? And I had just got done watching the documentary about Michael Jordan, and man, when you just go back and watch those Pistons games, I'm trying to tell you, the only reason why they beat Michael Jordan is because they was punching and kicking this guy in the air. I mean, I remember seeing some of these games, but you know, you really didn't even think nothing of it back then as much because that's what happened, and the refs really didn't call it. But that was not the norm, like LeBron fans think. Because Jordan played the Celtics, they wasn't punching and kicking him and putting him in the headlock, and he played Milwaukee. They wasn't doing that to him. So of course they had to change the rule. If you punch and kick somebody while they're in the air, it's a flagrant foul. Did hand checking stop? No. Did elbows in the back of the post stop? No. That stuff never stopped in the 90s. You just couldn't punch and kick somebody in the air. And LeBron fans, they think that's that's going to tell on somebody. They couldn't beat him without playing football. So that's not basketball. That's showing you don't have no skill. When you can't beat somebody skill for skill and you got to punch and kick them? What? So Jordan, 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, 5 MVPs, 10 scoring titles, 3 steals titles, defensive player of the year. So when you add all that up for Jordan, he has more than Kareem, Wilt, Russell, Magic, and LeBron. So I mean that's only criteria I can go for. I mean ESPN ain't gonna do it like this. This is what's fair. I don't even know why LeBron is even in the top 5. He's not a better basketball player than these guys. 27, 7, and 7. Where are all your statistical accolades if that really means nothing? 7 rebounds ain't nothing, bro. For a 6'9" guy, that's underachieving. 7 assists ain't really. What does that get you? Not even top 20 of all time. So he's like in the middle of the pack type of number. So his statistical titles don't. I mean, statistics don't get him statistical titles, but 2 times. That's it. Tell me what.